Well, hey y'all, welcome back to the farm. Let's go feed. Feeding time is always the same. They don't care. Yeah, they don't care. Come on. Watch out. Move. Move, guys. All right, we're going to separate all the animals. Hey, babies. Hey. Yeah, y'all got to separate. There's one bowl. There's another bowl. Y'all gotta let me get in here. Woo, y'all some greedy goats. Daisy, you wanna go in and eat or you wanna stay out here? Come on. Go. Daisy, go in and eat with everybody else. Come on. Nellie, it's almost your turn. All right. Daisy. Good. Daisy tries to scam me. Always trying to scam me. All right. Come on, Sophie, your turn. Where did Dixie go? Dixie, your turn. Nellie, you're almost there, baby. Come on, Dixie. Nellie, are you ready? Nellie wants to know why I made her last. She says, I'm always before Dixie. Lead the way, girlfriend, lead the way. Come on. All right, chicks. Y'all's turn. I try to keep everything as organized as I can and feed everybody in an order. The goats are always first. Nellie is usually third because Sophie always goes in her stall. But Nellie likes when I get the corn out. Ha ha, you didn't get to steal the corn today, Nellie. closer. You don't get it if you don't come eat out of my hand. So what I want to do is I want to go bring in the hay before I let the goats out, because getting in and out of the fence is a whole lot easier that way. So I'll get the hay in place and get the watering done, and then I'll let the goats out. Put some hay in the hay feeder. Looks like even the chickens came out here and ate the rest of the seeds. I'm gonna go ahead and put them 2 bales out. Well, y'all, it has been a rough week this week. I know that most of y'all know that Tony had surgery on Monday morning. So we were there at 5 a.m. at the hospital, and I got my daughter to feed everything for me that day, and we had to spend the night. They took his gallbladder out and fixed a hiatal hernia, and it's called the Nissen fundoplication. And if you know what that is, you know that they remove the stomach that's pushed up through the hiatus into the esophagus, and they kind of wrap it around the esophagus itself and stitch it in place. And they used like a robot to assist with the surgery. Well, while they were in there, they found 2 fatty growths. They were the size of ping pong balls, and they were literally blocking his esophagus. And the doctor said he don't even know how he was swallowing food to start with. So the downtime on that is 2 weeks of eating pretty much pureed foods, which means he's been able to tolerate grits, applesauce, pudding, and protein shakes. The man is getting hungry. And if you know Tony loves his food. So it's been a rough week. So we came home on Tuesday evening before dark. And I just want to say that when I got to my house, Brooke from Cog Hill Farms had 2 cases of protein shakes, a big 5-pound bag of grits. Gosh, what all did she have here? Ice cream. He can tolerate ice cream really good. She had so much stuff ready for him to eat when he got here that I did not have to go to the store at all, because I would have been ill prepared for what was to come. So y'all go over and thank Brooke for taking care of me and Tony while we were out of sorts this week. She has offered to come and feed y'all, but I come out every day and feed the animals and get everything done just like normal. Tony is actually taking a nap right now, so I take these times when he's kind of down in the bed and to do the things that I need to do for the animals. Now, let's talk about in the hospital. So in the hospital, let me just go ahead and say, there are some super sweet nurses and caseworkers. I met a caseworker named Dorothy, and just super sweet. But y'all, they need help. So, being a nurse, I felt for the nurses, and I understood how overwhelming it can be on the med-surg floor like that. So, I suggest that if you have to go into the hospital for any kind of procedure or surgery, take someone with you that is a good helpmate, because I don't know what would have happened had I not been there, because he had to be walked to prevent blood clots and to start getting his strength back. I pretty much had to feed him at first because he was kind of out of it and loopy. I don't know if all this is going to fit or not. We're going to try to make it work. But I tried to be the best helpmate to those nurses that I could be. So I did the task. They came in and gave the med pass and assessed and talked with the doctor and took the doctor's orders, etc. But I tried to do all the tasking. I did not want to bother them with, he's got to go to the bathroom, because you know when you're that weak and you've just got out of surgery, it's kind of hard to get up and go to the bathroom by yourself because you're just weak. You know, the risk of a fall is just, it's there. The potential is there. So the doctor's orders were for him to ambulate up and down the hall so many times. And without me there pushing, y'all, he would have just slept, because that's what he felt like doing. Well, I'm impressed that I got that much hay in that feeder. So let's go and grab a water hose now and get stuff watered today. But regardless, take someone with you to the hospital that can help. It really helped me being there. And it was sort of like he had his own private nurse. I knew what to do, and I just did it, and we actually ended up getting out of there a little bit earlier than we were going to, because the doctor was talking about, because of the extra time on the procedure, instead of an hour, it turned out to 2.5 hours. With all that, we weren't supposed to leave until Wednesday morning, but we ended up leaving Tuesday evening and coming home, and thankfully Brooke had went to Walmart and done that whole Walmart run for me, and just an angel. She had it here waiting. It was already in the fridge, and I just can't thank her enough. I mean, it was amazing. I didn't have to worry about that one step. So I may have to go in there. Woo! I'm lucky they did not get it dirty. Nellie's still over there at her bowl. The pasture is so dead right now, y'all. We have had 0 rain. We didn't get rain this week when it rained everywhere else, and you can see the pasture is just dead. The animals do get grain, and the animals get hay. The pasture fence that we're going to be starting, we can't do anything until a few weeks when Tony's back at it, unless we hire some help. And we actually may be about to do that, because we really do need to get the pasture fence going. But right now, it's wintertime feeding protocol. It's hay and grain. All right, so the other day we had the cement truck to come and deliver some cement. Tony had, before his surgery, framed the square in. It's 11 foot by 11 foot square. It's going to be a pad for something that's coming. And we had a group of guys who came here and worked the concrete because Tony just was not able to do it. They came after he got out of the hospital. Actually, they came on Wednesday morning. He got out Tuesday evening, and they came Wednesday morning to work the concrete and got it all fixed up. They stayed out here and they screeded it and brushed it and troweled it and rounded edges and did all that good stuff. They even allowed me to sign G&G in the concrete and put the year that we actually established G&G Farms. not that long ago. So the surprise will be here actually at the end of this next week. On the 9th, I believe, is the date that it is actually arriving. So big surprise coming, and can't wait to show you guys what is going to be happening. So when that gets here, it'll be all hands on deck and camera on. This one's dirty, guys. Oh, yeah, I might have got a little wet. I do not know how it is November already and algae still grows in this tub every other day. Daisy, Daisy, don't open the door. Don't open the gate, Daisy. Don't knock the camera over, Daisy. Daisy, there's water on the ground. I bet you won't walk across it. Daisy. Daisy. Hey, baby. Hey, Sophie. Look at that. By the time I got out here today, they were completely out. And Miss Press here, she just thinks she's got to be wherever I am, and so does Candace. Let's talk about those emu eggs. The very first week, the ones that I got, you know, they had lost a couple of percent of their original weight. I keep wanting to say a couple of grams, but that's not right. They lost over 2.5% of their original weight in the first 7 to 10 days. Now, it's been well over 2 weeks. It's probably been closer to 3 weeks' time that I've had that first group of eggs in there. So I got them out and weighed them because I did get a couple of more eggs from Brooke, number 1 and number 8. So as I was putting them in after Tony had gotten out of surgery, I weighed the original eggs. They have lost a little over 5%. So yes, we are on track. So closer to 3 weeks and a little over 5%, that's very good. And they're all three losing weight at the same rate, which tells me that the humidity and the temperature is spot on. So I did not adjust at all. Now, the second group of eggs, I have had a little over 1.5 weeks, close to 2, of course, and they have lost 2.5% of their original weight. So they are exactly where the first group was last week. So no adjustment there whatsoever. And then I did put in eggs number 1 and 8. So have not weighed them yet. Everything is going as planned and exactly like it should be. Now, what I want to do is when we get closer to the 30-day mark, because the first ones were very, very close to the 21-day. So not much longer. And I'm going to start looking for movement. I'm going to start listening with the stethoscope. And every week I'll get to do new eggs that way. So as we get closer to 40 days, we should be able to definitely see some movement and hear some noises and stuff between 40 and 50 days. So excited. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. It's just almost unbearable to wait to see if we've got little emus in there. So could you imagine an emu here at G&G Farms? That excites me. Y'all, every time I get the opportunity and the honor and the pleasure to go over and to care for Cog Hill Farms babies, I have me some emu time. Nugget and Goldie was letting me pet her one day, and I thought I was petting Nugget the whole time. Hey, Candace. Hey, baby. What are you doing back there? Huh? Huh? You okay? But anyway, I just get really excited to play with the emus, and that's how it's going to be here. They're going to be my little sidekicks. Hey, Sophie, baby. Yeah. You have got wet sand on you. And guess what? Now it's on me. Yes. You've got me dirty. And I have got to go get Daddy something to eat. Yes. Ah! Don't give me the Pyrenees paw. Please don't give me the Pyr paw. Ah. Of course, every time that I do come out here and feed every day, when I go in the house, I never, ever, ever look the same as when I came out here. I've always got something on me, and sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's just not good. Yeah, love my babies. I love y'all. All right. It has been a long week, and to be honest, I'm pretty exhausted. But we have got Tony out of the hospital. We've got a concrete pad that has been poured. It is ready to go with a big surprise coming this week. We have got all the animals taken care of today, and new hay put in the feeder. We have got all the waterers cleaned and refreshed, and we've got the emu egg update. Everything is going so well there. I'm so excited. Y'all, I want to show you one more thing. So I got a call from a friend of mine who is having some really bad health problems. And he has 3 hens. Their names are Henrietta, Myrtle, and Betty Boop. And he got to the point in his therapy that he told me that he just can't take care of them anymore, and asked me, would I take his ladies? He's had these hens for 6 years, y'all, and he's quite attached. He took care of these hens every day for 6 years. Now, most people would not take 6-year-old hens because they're way past their laying prime. And hens really don't last that long. And so for old ladies, you know, it could be kind of sad. And they could be out of sorts because they're not at their home. But y'all, I needed some backyard chickens. And these ladies are perfect to keep the bugs and the grass pecked down. So y'all, I want y'all to give a big welcome to Henrietta, Myrtle, and Betty Boop. Y'all, welcome to Henrietta, over there, Betty Boop, and Myrtle. Aren't they just adorable? And those ladies are just pecking away at all this grass. And I'm going to let them peck away at the grass because it can get a little bit out of hand. Not only do they have grass, but they have treats and feed back here in the backyard. And they have a 10 by 10 kennel that I can lock them up in at night. They just haven't made it around there to it yet. They have been just wide open out here today, enjoying the backyard. So Wayne and Paige, here are your ladies. And they have been quite happy and singing today. Aren't they beautiful? Welcome home, ladies. And y'all, while I'm out here in my yard talking to you guys about chickens, I turn around and look right here. Look what is out here in the yard. And I'm talking, and they're not caring. Not one iota. Those are wild. Those two babies right there, let me point to them. Right there. Those two babies right there, I don't know where their mama is right now, but they were born literally right out there. And they come every day, and every day I feed them right there. And the two bigger ones, well, they come up and eat bread. That's Fred and Rose. They've been here a year. They were last year's babies. But I guess Fred and Rose told them that they don't need to be scared of me, because normally babies would be running right now. Those are not some of my rehab deer. These are wild deer, and I am standing right beside them, talking. And they're not even looking at me. Is that crazy? Or amazing? Well, y'all, you can see, sun's going down back there. The deer are right there eating. The emu eggs are in the incubator. Myrtle, Henrietta, and Betty Boop are in the backyard. All the animals are fed and watered and hay given and grain. We got a cement pad. I'm ready to go in the house and get something fixed for the man to eat. So as always, y'all firm on.